Why is pronunciation so important in spoken English? In fact, in any language, pronunciation is important for two reasons. If you are stuck somewhere in pronunciation or you are pronouncing a word wrong, your message may be misdelivered. You may not be able to deliver your message effectively, right? For example, we talked about produce that day. Produce means farm produce, farm a produce from where it is made, right? It's a produce, right? Clothes, maybe factory. In a factory, material is produced. And when you do it as an action, it is produce, right? It is produce. I have to produce the report. Okay, I have to produce the report today. Right? That is produce, and produce. So it absolutely changes what you want to say. Pronunciation plays a very important role in effective delivery of your message. And the other thing which it affects is the way the person understands your message. So both are very important. What you are saying, are you saying it correctly? And is the person listening to you understanding it in the right context? Both are important. Along with paying attention to the phrases used in your audios or your videos, you need to pay attention to the stress. Now, what do I mean by that? There are words in your phrase. Phrases are what? They are chunks of sentences. What you need to do, you need to pay attention on the words the speaker is giving stress on. Stress as well as the unstress. Sometimes the speaker might go up. Sometimes the speaker might just lower down his volume. This is what I told you to do. Follow the volume, rise and fall in the volume of the speaker. Okay? So stress. Now, how are you going to do this? I will just show you.
America will suffer diabetes if current trends continue next few years. Then I thought, no. There is one disease which is more common than any other disease.
Okay. Now he says, what is one disease which is more common than any other disease? Now, any we don't pronounce. If you find the Google pronunciation, it's any. Now he's saying any disease. So what happens when we are not speaking with those feelings? We don't give stress to the words which we want to be more expressive. Our volume, our voice somewhere turns flat. No, we don't want this to happen. We want to speak English as if our native language. In our native language, we are very expressive. Right? We are very expressive. We don't miss out any emotion. So you need to pay attention to each and every stress. So that you grab the correct pronunciation of words when you need to express. Pronouncing the words correctly is not enough.
Wait a minute. It's just not common.
Okay, so he said, wait a minute. Now we don't generally say, we say, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now he's stressing, wait a minute. He's stressing on minute. Right? It's a phrase, wait a minute. He's expressing, he's stressing on minute. So this is something which I want to tell you, that you need to pay attention on the stress and unstress as well. Now how? I told you how to pay attention on stress. I will tell you how to pay attention on unstress.
Chronic, incurable, and sometimes life-threatening. It's called SW.
Okay. Now here, did you see how fast he spoke? It's called SWM. Okay? Very quickly. He's not at all stressing on it's called. He's unstressing it's called. It's called SWM. So you need to pay attention to the unstress also. Sometimes what happens when we are too busy, as I told you, our mind can focus only on one thing at a time, according to Linköping University. Do you remember that? We discussed that day. So once you are busy in, focusing on stress, Your mind will find it very difficult to do it at the same time. So again, you will have to repeat the audio or the video next time, paying attention on the unstressed words, on the unstressed phrases. So this exercise is not as easy as it sounds. It takes time. It takes time. Okay, but as I say, confidence is always on the other side of fear. So don't be afraid to attempt this exercise. Once or twice, you may find it difficult, but once you are in the flow, it will be fun. It will be fun. And believe me, you are going to nail it. You're going to nail it. Because I can see the enthusiasm, I can see people practicing so much. I'm very happy. You are giving a lot of effort. So, moving on to the next technique, it is emphasizing within words. Now, we talked about phrases, emphasizing phrases. Now, we are just, see, the way we are coming closer and closer to keeping a watch on ourselves. We started with sentences, we shrunk to phrases, now we are shrinking to individual words. Individual words. We are going to pay attention to individual words now. Right? How are we going to do that? Now, this is called word stress or syllable stress. Now, this is a new word. What do I mean by syllable and what do I mean by syllable stress? Okay, what do I mean by syllable and what do I mean by syllable stress? Each word in any language is divided into parts, which is called syllable. Right? Now, how many parts can a word be divided into? A word can be divided into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, or maybe more, depending upon the length of the word. For example, how do we count that how many syllables are there in a word? It's a very simple exercise. We just place our hand under the chin, right? And we speak a word. And we see how many times our chin drops. For example, my name is Surabhi, right? Surabhi. Surabhi. If you can see, my chin is dropping 3 times. So it has 3 syllables. Surabhi. Surabhi. It is dropping 3 times. So it has 3 syllables. Now out of this, which syllable I am stressing? Surabhi. Which syllable am I stressing? Surabhi. So it is the last one, right? Okay. Suppose we take any other name. We have Abhay. Okay, Abhay. 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 Is being stressed. Abhay. 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 Right? 2 syllables. Abhay. But the stress is on Abhay. Stress is on a. So that is syllable stress. We will see more examples for this. First, you need to understand that how are we going to do this exercise? How do we understand? Okay, how do we understand first? Then I will tell you how to do it in the video. For this, I will take help of heteronyms. For this, I am going to take help of heteronyms. Now, what are heteronyms? Heteronyms are the words which have same spelling but different meaning and different pronunciation overall. Absolutely different meaning and absolutely different pronunciation. For example, let me give you an example. Desert and now they have same spelling, okay? But when I say desert, I am stressing on this, okay? Desert, 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 okay? Then it means a dry place. Okay, it means a dry place. A dry place, desert. And when I say desert, so the stress is on the second syllable, desert. Now here it means to leave someone lonely, to abandon someone, to leave alone, right? It means to leave alone, to abandon, to leave alone, or leave alone, right? Okay. So the stress is on the second syllable. Desert, 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 desert. Okay. Spelling is same, but the meaning changes completely according to the pronunciation. This is very important to know, to speak correct English. Speak correct English. Okay. But that doesn't mean you just get in the trap. Okay, you just fall in the trap. Okay, I'm pronouncing like this. Don't bother. As I've already told you, don't try to be perfect. Don't bother about your mistakes. But yes, keep in mind that how is this person pronouncing this word over here? I can give you few more examples for this. Live, okay, and then we have live. So live, we call it live. Why do we call it live? Live. The stress is on the first syllable, live. It has two syllables, live. And here the stress is on the second syllable, live. So when we say live, the first syllable is stress, live. So it means to live, okay? To live. It becomes a verb, live. And live is some broadcast. For example, we say we are live. We are live on television. So we are live on television means we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube. It's streaming live. So again, the meaning completely changes. Okay, let us see one more example. Present. Okay, present. And then I say present. Okay, so here the stress is on the first present. Okay? Present. Now here this present means when you bring present for someone. It is my birthday. What am I going to get for the present? Okay, present is a gift. Okay, or someone is present. How many people are present in the meeting? Now here the stress is on the present, the second syllable, present. Okay, present your report on so and so study. Okay, present your presentation. Now again, presentation is a noun. Present, to do, to present. Okay, so when it is a noun, present. When it is a verb, present. So the pronunciation changes. When it is a noun, it changes. When it is a verb, it changes. They are same words, but they are pronounced differently. So we just have to note whether the word is being used as a noun or whether the word is being used as a verb. Right? Present, present. How many people? Adjective, how many people? Right? So again, one more example can be record, record. Record, record. How? The record, world record, Guinness Book World Record. Okay, so that is a noun, the record. And recording, record the meeting. Where is the recording of the meeting? Okay, so record and record. Right? So pronunciation changes with the usage. Now you have to look for this usage in the video, in the audio. Don't go for making notes for everything. Just try to locate it the way the speaker, the way the presenter is using it. Okay, now you might be getting confused that I know that it is pronounced as record and the speaker is saying record. Why is he saying record? There is a reason. There is a reason he's saying record. So don't just get confused that I am following the speaker. The speaker is somewhere speaking wrong. I saw it on Google. I searched it on Google. It is pronounced as record. But usage is very important. So follow your speaker. Follow your speaker by heart. Which sentence he's using record, which sentence he's using record. which sentence he is using present, and which sentence he is using present. Right? Some example again I gave you produce or produce. Another example can be resume and resume. Resume is your biodata, your details, and resume. Resume means restart. The telecast will resume after the break. So again, you have to pay attention to these type of words. Don't get confused that somewhere he used this pronunciation, now he's using this pronunciation. So this is the reason why he's using different pronunciation.
Surya ma'am, the last example that you have given, resume and resume, resume and resume. So, what would be the stress for the resume, like biodata, and resume? We are going to start. Like,
yes,
to me, it is sounding
yes,
very
sir.
close.
It's yeah, it's resume. It's resume. 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 Okay, resume. Now it has two syllables, resume and resume. Resume. It is broken into three. And you are stressing on the last, but it is broken into three. Resume. And it's resume. Stress is on zoom. Okay? Stress is on zoom. But again, don't get confused, sir. Don't start finding the words in Google. Like, don't make notes. My funda is don't make notes. I can never follow rules. I can never follow rules. Don't go for any rules. I am just explaining you this so that you don't underestimate your speaker. That why is he using different pronunciations everywhere? Okay?
Correct.
So the point here is not to make you find words, make a list of words that please go and find a list of words which have same spelling and have different pronunciations. Don't do that.
Okay.
This was just done to explain. But the next exercise which I am going to tell you, you have to do that. You have to find the words and you have to do that. My point here is not to give you a list of words which it is endless. How can you remember?
Yeah.
You will not be able to remember. How many times do we open our books, grammar books? No, we don't. No, we never. After leaving school, how many of you do? And if you will do, believe me, you will just be caught in that trap, in that maze. Because what happens when we want to speak fluently, the first thing, English, when the first thing which strikes our mind is, okay, let me learn grammar first. Let me find a teacher, let me find some YouTube series or some person, let me subscribe to a YouTube channel which offers me grammar. And what happens? You learn it. You learn it very hard and with all your dedication. And when you come across a person, as we were talking, we were discussing this, Arvind sir, yesterday also. When you come across a person, an English speaker, when you want to speak, when you want to reply in English, all your grammar washes away and you still find yourself speaking incorrectly because your mind is busy finding out your grammatical mistakes. Am I correct? Am I wrong? Am I correct? Am I wrong? Just a second.
Very true. Yeah.
My point here is that let us not bother about grammar at this level. We are starting our journey. Let us give that place to English in our lives which we have given to our native language. We are not frightened to speak our native language, are we? No. Because we are very friendly with it. That is why we call it mother tongue. Because when you are in front of your mother, you are not presenting yourself in a presentable or a very nice manner. You are as you are. So this is the mindset you need to have with English.
Sure.
Right?
I got it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Can we move on to the next thing?
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
So now this is the last one which you need to practice. These are called minimal pairs. Now this is something which you will have to find in Google. Yes, let me tell you what are minimal pairs first. It is a list of words. And how many of you are aware what is phonetics? Phonetics is sound of alphabets. Phonetics is sound of alphabets, right? So these words Now, alphabets, by alphabets, I mean alphabets or combination of alphabets. For example, sound of S is sir and sound of H is her and sound of SH becomes sh. So this is one phonetic sound. Okay, so we are talking about phonetic sounds, not individual alphabets. Okay, so these are words which have different spellings and one phonetic sound which is different. One phonetic sound which is different, others are same. For example, I'll give you an example. Royal, loyal. Royal, loyal. Now only one phonetic sound is different, which is R and L. Royal, loyal. Next can be myth, miss. Miss. Now only one phonetic sound is different. Her and sir. Myth, miss. And then song, song. Thick, thick. Belly, belly. Why do I want you to practice speaking these words? Now, these are not tongue twisters. These are not tongue twisters. But again, it is building the neuro-lingual bridge between your tongue and your brain. It is, what are we doing? We are making our tongue accustomed with speaking that English language. I will definitely share the link for minimal pairs. You will find thousands of minimal pairs over there. So you don't have to bother about that where am I going to find that. But now this is one additional practice which you have to do. This is one additional practice. It is fun, believe me. It is fun. You can involve your kids in this. They are going to enjoy like anything. And even you will be enjoying it. You can feel that smile on your face when you're doing it, because when you are speaking, now this you have to do with speed, not slow. Okay, it is like grammar, glamour, royal, loyal, arrive, alive, light, right, very, very, gloom, gloom. Now I said gloom instead of saying gloom, groom. I said gloom, gloom. So this is what we are doing. Now, how is this helping us? It is helping us to speak fast English. It is subconsciously helping us to speak fast English, which we ultimately want. It's our end motive that we should be able to speak like native speakers. Like they can speak fast and then they lower down, again they speed up, again they lower down. This is what we want. What happens? We are so busy with translation, we are so busy with grammar, we are so busy with incorporating those vocabulary and idiomatic expressions and proverbs and phrases and everything, that we end up speaking very slow with hiccups, as if there are speed breakers in our way. I was making a video which I posted on the group also, the difference between confidence and being confident. Now, when I first made this video, I said, what is the difference between confident and being confident? I recorded the entire video. When I listened after that, then I realized, I said, what is the difference between being confident and confident? So I should have said confidence and confident. Now again, there is a difference of only one phonetic sound. So this is what happens. So it requires practice, and nobody, like we are humans. Nobody is a robot over here. We are all human. Humans are made, proudly I say this, we are made to commit errors. Okay? We are made by God in that way, that we are proud that yes, we can make errors because we are the people who can mend it, who can again learn and perform it. Okay? So don't be afraid of your mistakes. Be ready to rock. We are here to support each other. Yes, sir.
With those kind of the words, what you told in last portion, do you mean that the phonetic sound of similar phonetic sound, but having a different spelling?
Yes,
like
only
myth,
one
like
phonetic
and miss.
sound.
In myth,
Yes.
my is there. In miss, mi is there. But the phonetic sound is same. Do you want to say?
No.
Okay.
I don't mean to say that.
Okay.
In myth and miss. Okay, don't go for the spelling. Don't go for the spelling. Okay, let us concentrate on sound. It is myth and miss.
Right.
Rhymes should be same. Rhyme should be same.
Okay. One phonetic sound is different. Let us concentrate on sound,
Okay.
not on spelling. Okay. Let us concentrate on sound. Because again, if we concentrate on spellings, again you will end up making notes. I don't want you to do that, sir. Okay. I don't want you. Completely hands-free practice. Sometimes slip of tongue happens when we speak fast English. Slip of tongue happens. So this exercise helps you a lot.
Yes, ma'am. Nowadays, what is happening? If I'm going to sleep or waking up, the sentences are coming in my mind and going. That is what happening.
This is what we want to do.
Yeah.
Actually, what we want to happen. So don't be surprised if you are dreaming in English. I mean, that will be the ultimate level.
You are on the way of APJ Kalam Sahab.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we need to end the session.